Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we're going to have more DB wagers between me and Mosca, and yeah, these are going to be for $10 a match, so the possibility of winning $20 because there's two matches in this one video. And then we're going to go ahead and see Mosca win the rock, paper, scissors shoot, and they'll decide to go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands. Also, I forgot to say, make sure to go check out the Coliseum Discord, link down below at the very top of the description if you want to play anything like this. And also, this is post-Albaz structure deck. So, this is not like current format stuff. This stuff won't be out for like another month. But I thought it'd be cool to play this. I found someone that was actually down to play it. So I have Branded in Red, Springin's Kit, Ash, Nadir Servant, Branded Opening. This card is decently amazing, but that was a joke. But I feel like you need one more starter for a lot of the math to make sense in the deck. So this is like the next best starter in the deck. I don't play the Brave token cards. I actually don't like those cards in this deck because you have a lot of normal summon plays. Like you have 4 normal summon plays. If you play the Brave token stuff, then you have 3 normal summon plays. But that's like 3 out of 9. That's a lot of plays. And the Brave token stuff isn't like, I don't know, the Brave token stuff is good in some decks. It's not that great in other decks. It's definitely an overhyped engine. Like, I don't play that engine in like barely any of my decks. I think some decks it's really, really good in. And some decks it's like decent in and you don't need to play it because it's just putting bricks into your deck for a decent engine. But yeah, then they have Nib, Nadir Servant, Meltdown, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Maximus. Also, I added the World Champion 2015-2016 on Twitter and asked him to teach me how to play this deck, and he left me on red, so yeah, sad times. They activated Meltdown. I was supposed to Ash Blossom this, but I was setting up my Discord to talk to my buddy while I was playing, and he wasn't coaching me. He literally said, I would coach you, but I don't know what these cards do. But I was definitely supposed to Ash Meltdown. That's just like standard. Summon Alistair, effect Chain Ash on it, summon Amirage, and then go for Seer Gardener. But because I did this, like game 1 drolls just like don't exist right now, really. But if I Ash Alistair instead of Meltdown, now, game 2 and game 3, he might play into Droll by activating Meltdown first to try to get me to Ash it and then normal summon Alistair. And I actually have Droll on my side deck, so that could definitely come up. Summon Maximus, banish Amirage. And here I'm just like, oh, there's no way. Effect, dump 2. Look, they sent Apclo and Ash, right? They're going to get 2 cards out of this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send my Branded and my Ash. I already had access to my Dogmatica stuff through this. And then they're going to get Apclone, grab Schism, discard. And then, yeah, I just put 4 10s, by the way. I always put how much like the match is for, just putting it in chat. Then they're going to activate Nadir Servant. We both open Nadir Servant, by the way, when it's at 2. Dump Omega, and then grab Ecclesia. Then Omega effect. Omega's going to put back Titan Lad. I don't know who calls that card Titan. It's definitely just Ash, but weird. And now it's like cool. Like they hit the wrong cards, so like that was definitely just the wrong hit. 100% that was the wrong hit. And now like my Nadir Servant is just way better because it's actually gonna do Dogmatica plays. Special summon Ecclesia effect, but they don't know how to play against this deck probably because like it's not even out yet. Wow, I am not very good with this deck. In how would you say, like practicality, like in like actual match gameplay, but I know the combos because like we built the spreadsheet for the deck, but yeah, can't really release a spreadsheet till you've actually tested the deck a lot and learn more about it. But Draw Dasher, and like with the Brave token stuff, how I was like, oh, those cards are bricks. These are also bricks, but these don't stop your engine from playing. And also, you can discard these off of your engine and then put them back in the deck. So, discarding them is like, whatever. Like, you draw this with no Fusion Destiny, you discard it, you put it back whenever you draw Fusion Destiny. Schism, Night, Punishment. Yep, just writing down what I know. Also, I played this match right when I had woke up, so I wasn't tired in this. But again, I just need to play these matches at a good time. Like I was talking about it in the last match, because I recorded it right before this. Just need to play them at a good time. That's all I'm going to do for the next match. Next match, I'll play it at a very solid time. summon, and then effects. So I'm going to get Tragedy, Chainlink 2, which allows me to search a Despia monster, and Lullaby, Chainlink 1. Lullibillion, like, come on, I'm calling this card Lily. Like, let's be honest, we're just going to dodge that whole conversation. Now, I'll go over some of these cards since a lot of people don't know what they do. I'll go over every single one of. This takes a Dark Monster and Fallen of Albaz. So, Fallen of Albaz plus Tragedy. When this card is Fusion Summon, you can discard one card, Fusion Summon a level 8 or lower Fusion monster from your Estrex except for itself by shuffling Fusion materials listed on it into the deck from among your field, graveyard, face of banished cards. But for the rest of the turn, this card cannot attack. Also, you cannot special summon from the Estrex except for Fusion monsters. So, pretty good. This is what I meant by, like, you can shuffle back Dasher with this, or, like, Celestial, which is pretty nice. This allows you to Fusion Summon. When it's Fusion Summoned, you can use its effect to Fusion Summon. And then during the end phase, if it's in the graveyard, you can set a Branded Spar Trap directly from deck, which is how I got the Branded Fusion. Fallen of Albaz, this card's super poly, but it's like the brick of the deck. You just play one of it, so that way, like, you can activate your cards. But even if you draw, like, you can still normal summon and use the effect. Tragedy searches whenever it's banished or sent to the graveyard. And then also you can banish it from the graveyard to set a Branded Spar Trap. Kit, when it's summoned, you can go ahead and search for a Branded Spar Trap and then place one card from your hand back. It's like a Trap Brigade card. Branded Opening, discard one to special summon a Despia from your deck, or you can add it, but you can special summon from the deck, and then it's not cost, which is good because Tragedy can't be sent for cost, it needs to be sent by effect. Then also, if this is in the graveyard and you control a fusion monster and it would be destroyed by a card effect or by battle, you can banish to protect it. Branded in red, you can target a Despia card in the graveyard or Fallen of Albaz, add it back to hand, and then fusion summon. The materials do get banished though, which is actually, like, good. You'll find out later. And also, it cannot attack directly this turn. Nadir Servant. So I'm going to get the effects. They're going to chain Schism there. They should have changed it to the Branded Fusion. So banish, summon Winda, and then I get search. Probably ruining your content. Sorry, joke's on you. This is the content. I'm going to go search Adlib. I love this card's name, by the way. It's such a nice name. Adlib. And then go ahead, put back. Summon out Mirror Jade. This is definitely the best card in the deck. Like extra deck. So this takes a Fallen of Albaz plus a Fusion, Synchro, XYZ, or Link monster. You can only control one of it. Once per turn, quick effect, you can send one Fusion monster that lists Fallen of Albaz as a material from your Estrex to the graveyard cost, which is very good because it's cost to get free cards. And then banish one monster on the field, but this effect cannot be used again until next turn. That's fine because we dodged this many, many ways. You can use the effect and then banish it with Branded in red. This will summon it back, and you can use the effect again because it's not a hard once per turn or anything. So that's pretty nice. Then if this Fusion Summon card in its owner's control leaves the field by an opponent, you can activate this effect, destroy all monsters your opponent controls during the end phase of this turn. Like, they have to set up a negate before beating over this, otherwise their whole field's just gonna go. Bye. A whole field gone. Bye bye. You're out of here. And it's crazy. And you can also, like, chain block this too with I don't have it in, like, the graveyard or anything yet, but Jester. That card can chain block this. Bro, that guy is broken. Yeah, but the deck itself is kind of bad. Go ahead. And, like, this can't attack. I didn't even realize it. So, yeah, I'm a cheater. My bad. I don't know this deck very well. I'm not going to lie. I definitely need to learn this deck better. But I attack over that first, so that way that does, like, the 300 damage and it's blocked by Secure Gardener. Now I can beat over Secure Gardener, and that'll actually do the damage. So, why is the damage not showing up? Did I forget to let him take the damage? I literally did that on purpose. Oh, I'm just bad. Oh, I'm actually just bad. Elder pops Schism, so that way it stops Construct from coming down next turn. Yeah, that's insane. Summon, effect, go search. Muska, Mickey Mouse. Said, bro, what? It's like, come on, bro. Is that not what your name is? I truly thought that's what their name was. Your name is a reference to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, no? So I let that go. Said, yo, it's literally just fly in Spanish, like insect. Well, they're going to go ahead, summon Negate Ecclesia, set Branded in red, set Branded opening, and then pass, draw Terraforming. So I don't blame you though, considering I say yo. I don't even know how to pronunciation. Say yo. And I just pass. Oh, this is a quick effect, so you can, like, you know, banish on their turn and stuff. And I like, if they Maximus, cool. Maximus me. I dare you. Please. It is fine if you Maximus me. Switch to attack. Battle phase. I do make a mistake here. At the start of battle phase, I should have done my thing. So now I'm going to Mirror Jade, send, banish Knight. Now Ecclesia gets beat over after the start of battle phase. I wouldn't have been able to be done. Activate Terraforming. Terraforming goes search. There's also a mistake here. They search Alistair and not search Meltdown. I was literally just focusing so much on my deck and trying to play my deck right that, like, I missed Secure Guard no life points. I missed Terraforming, search Alistair. Like, Alistair effect to go search. Then it's going to search Invocation. Also, all my testing with this deck was done like a week ago. My first time playing the deck was right after I woke up after 1 week in a money match. Just wanted to play for content. Go for Anaconda. I still think, like, it's, like, informational because, like, I'm pointing out mistakes and how I should have played it. But on summon, I activate Branded in red, grab back Tragedy, and then I can go banish 3, summon out Guardian Chimera. You know, I hate to say it. It's got to be done. I've been holding off on this for like a week. This card needs to be bought. Like, this card should be worth more than what it is worth now. This card will go up in price. It is not a will this card go up in price, if this card will go up in price. It's when will this card go up in price. This card will go up in price. 100%. I put the DB Grinder stamp of approval on it. I have only been wrong with one card about going up in the last, like, year and a half, and that was Apex Avion. One card. Once. But this 100% will go up. No doubt. You can quote me. I swear this will go up. No doubt. Effects. So Tragedy gets to go search out my Aluber, which is a normal summon searcher starter. And then I'll get Adlib to summon back out Mirror Jade, and then Guardian effect. So that will go ahead, let me draw 2, and then pop 1. So I'm going to pop Punishment, and also they needed to go ahead and do the Meltdown with Terraforming. They caught that. He said, we forgot. Lol, fair. So I draw Comedy. This is actually not in the deck anymore. I'm, like, really back and forth on this card. This card just protects from being targeted. That's like, really it. Effects, send Ash, banish the Anaconda. And then activate Invocation. So Invocation will now go through. Banish, summon out Makaba. And then Invocation effect to grab back Alistair. So now the only card I know in their hand is Alistair. Maximus effect. And then I chain Veiler on that. They just go ahead and admit defeat. And I just quote the B movie there. Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those. So, going on into the next game, we're going to go ahead and see the Invoke deck decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Ash, Veiler, Opening, Punishment, Driver. 1 starter, 2 hand traps. They have Meltdown, Veiler, Celestial, Veiler. I don't know why this is in their deck. This card's bad. And activate Meltdown. Chain Ash. Draw Ecclesia. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go Standby. I should have done, I should have just done this during draw phase. 100%. This should have been done during draw phase. This plays around draw if you do it in draw phase. But if you do it in Standby phase, it plays around Veiler. Summon effect, but if you do it in draw phase, it plays around both. Then go main phase, activate Branded Fusion, dump Fallen of Albaz and Tragedy, summon out Lullaby. Now I'm going to get Tragedy and Lullaby. They're going to chain Veiler on that, and that's fine because now I get to go search. So I'm going to go search out Jester, which is just follow up. But if they didn't stop me here, I would have played in the nib and tried to go in for game, especially Ecclesia, grab Knight, normal summon out Jester. But summon Ecclesia, effect chain Veiler. I get stopped. I'm like, cool, so I get to take away half their life points and then Next turn, I can go ahead. I have a starter, I have a hand trap. Also, I can't go into Anaconda because I'm locked in the fusions. Then they draw Alistair, and they're probably like, wow, I drew Alistair. I'm insane. And then they summon it. Obviously, it's the top deck, otherwise they would have done it last turn. I Veiler it. I said, you got Invocation this time. I never do, I'm not good. And they go ahead and they admit defeat. GG's. And then I said, I have time for a run back if you wanna. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I did not have time for a run back. So now moving on into the next game, we're going to see me win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and I will decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Ecclesia, Adlib, Opening, Natty Servant, Bell. They have Ash, Called By, Knight, Meltdown, and Alistair. So here I activate Opening in the correct phase, draw phase. It said cost? There isn't. You're right, my fault, think. That's good. Yeah, you could Ash this, but then I just normal summon out like a Jester and Jester effect. I discard Ecclesia because Natty Servant can add back from graveyard. I only have 2 targets in my deck and a punishment, so I guess like Fallen of Albaz is a target too, but you don't want to be searching that. Activate Chain Ash, so go ahead, stop that. Activate Natty Servant to dump, and then grab Ecclesia, and then summon Ecclesia, effect. Something I do want to do is I want to take punishment out of the deck. This card's some buns. End phase, go set Branded Fusion. Past or Ecclesia. I should have searched Knight there also. I shouldn't have grabbed this. Activate Meltdown. Meltdown, go search. Then Meltdown, grab Alistair, summon Alistair, Alistair effect, grab Invocation. And right here, you can kind of tell the opponent's like way farther ahead than me. And also Meltdown plays around Bell on Invocation, but they had Called By anyways for the Bell. Now they can use Called By later on. They're going to activate Invocation. Go ahead, banish, and then summon out Purgatrio, then Invocation effect. They're going to put itself back, grab Alistair. I thought about chaining punishment here on Purgatrio so that way I could out it and then send something like good, but I can't because this is 31, so I'm not going to be able to send anything good. I do have Guardian, Chimera that'd be able to pop this, but I may as well just wait and then Elder pop it. If I'm going to be sending something bad, I may as well be sending something that pops too. And also like let them commit more. Grab punishment. And also I should have activated the punishment after that resolved to pop Secure Garden up, pop Purgatrio, so that way they can't like summon Ecclesia or anything. Because there wouldn't be anything from extra deck. And then they're going to go battle phase, attack. I'm going to activate, pop Ecclesia, pop Purgatrio. Then they're going to beat over Knight. And then beat over the Jester. Main phase 2. Set Called By, set Punishment, pass. I draw Comedy. Very bad draw. These are like the 2 you don't want to draw. I mean, you don't really want to draw a lot of them, but it's kind of okay if you draw like Tragedy. Then I'll be going first this game. Opening hands, we have Bell, Celestial, Opening, Ash, Fusion Destiny. Now this is what you don't want. You don't want Fusion Destiny, Opening, and the Brick. If you open the Brick and Fusion Destiny, it's fine. If you open Opening and the Brick, it's fine. But when you open all 3, that's when it's a problem. And they have Invocation, Natty Servant, Veiler, Knight, and Imperm. So here, I go ahead, activate Opening. I have too many starters, to be honest. Yeah, the deck has a lot of starters. Has 11 starters, plus 3 Prosperity. That doesn't even count like Fusion Destiny. It's like this card isn't like a starter type card, but it is a pretty good card. Dump, Summon Enforcer. I feel pretty confident with Enforcer, Ash, like follow up. Pass, I draw Alistair. Oh, they're insane. So go main phase, then summon Alistair effect. They play 2 invocations. Oh, that's why they lost the first match. They played 2 invocations and a Golden Lord. Then activate invocation. I said I could tell by how you didn't say bad word. And then go for Makaba, invocation effect. Grab back Alistair. And then Natty Servant. So Natty Servant. Grab Ecclesia by dumping. They forgot to dump there. I was like, hey, yo. You gotta dump. Dump Ash and summon Ecclesia, grab Maximus. And they're gonna special summon Maximus. Again, like they forgot something, they forgot to banish. Maximus effects send Elder and Apocalone. And then I'm gonna go send Elder and my Alban. So they're gonna activate Elder Chainlink 1, target hero, Apocalone Chainlink 3. I go Elder Chainlink 3, target Makaba. They're gonna chain Makaba to try to stop that. And then I go ahead, I chain Enforcer, then they chain Knight, and I'm like, okay, this is fine, because I don't lose here. Because I'm insane. I banish Branded Opening to protect Enforcer. So now they have to search, and they said, I'm stupid, no target for App Cologne, you're fine. And I'm not going to, like, call Judge over. And they also attack in the wrong order. Because now they attack over Jester, and then now when they attack over Enforcer, I can get Enforcer and Jester effect. So that's going to summon back. And then use the effect. Gate. Attack. End phase. Ash. To go search. Probably did that wrong. Yeah, but yeah, end phase they search Knight, and I'm like, whoa, double Knight, that's crazy. Set Branded Fusion with my alphalan, then draw Branded Fusion for turn, and I'm like, wow, you know, that kind of sucks. Not a good draw. Both their cards in hand are known. So standby phase, Enforcer comes out. You know, I did the classic think and draw phase with no monster, just to think my plays through, but they think I top decked a monster. Then go main phase, activate Branded Fusion, and then send the Tragedy and Fawn of Albaz, bring out Lullaby. Then I'm going to get Tragedy and Lullaby effect. They're going to chain Knight, special summon out, negate. And then I go search. I was like, I could chain Enforcer to try to pop this, so that way it dodges it, but they're going to chain Macabre to banish Enforcer. So Tragedy allows me to go search out Jester, summon Jester, go grab the Branded in red, which is an extremely good card. And then here, I end up making a mistake, because I used Branded in red, right? I grab back Fallen of Albaz, and then I get rid of those to go into Mirror Jade, which is okay, that's fine. But then I use Celestial Effect. I was like, okay, I could use Celestial Effect. He's probably going to Macabre negate it, but then I should have been like, why would they Macabre negate this? They're going to get rid of all their engine, they're going to get rid of everything, and they know that they lose to the stuff on board. And then also this means I now cannot beat over like Ecclesia, which is a huge difference. I draw Branded Opening and Fusion Destiny, which are okay draws. Like the Branded Opening makes it so this isn't bad because I can just discard it. But that was definitely a mistake. And then I go Battle Phase, attack Macabre, and then I go Enforcer, beat over Maximus. Right here, I should have been able to, you know, beat over that. And I was like, how is it that much? Yeah, and I was like, yo, like the hero isn't making you lose any attack. Effect, pop Knight, effect. And then I'm going to use Mirror Jade. Should have been able to wipe the whole board here. Banish that. End phase. Use the effect. Go set Branded in red. And then activate Branded Opening. And also I made a mistake because even after doing that Enforcer, Banish Celestial mistake, I could have activated Opening, and I should have to bring out Adlib. I forgot this card's on field effect. But it says during the main phase, you can make all monsters currently on the field gain attack equal to their own level by 100. So, like, that would have worked in that scenario. But Pastoral Meltdown, then Standby Phase, Enforcer comes out. And I'm pretty confident here that I have a lot. And I activate Branded in red and Standby because this will allow me to be able to beat the Alistair. Because I can add and then get rid of those to bring out the Dracos Tapelia, which is a negate, and an Adlib effect to bring out Mirror Jade. So now I'm going to have a Banish plus Follow-Up, a negate, and an Enforcer versus an Alistair in hand and a blank. And I'm like, this is just game. I win. Activate Meltdown. I'm just like, cool, Enforcer, get rid of that. Like, I know everything you have. I can stop everything you have. None of this is a problem. Moving on into Game 3. We're going to go ahead and we're going to see them go first. Opening hands, we have Jester, Driver, Natty Servant, Branded in red, Branded Fusion. No hand traps. That was I had a decent amount of hand traps in my deck too. They have Invocation, Maximus, Meltdown, Alistair, Knight. And then they're going to activate Meltdown. Meltdown goes search. And then that goes grab his Alistair. Even if they didn't have Invocation in hand, they probably would have still started off with this thinking that I would Ash Blossom it. And then, you know, I have Droll. Droll's kind of crazy. Go grab Invocation. Link off. Go for Amara. Said no hand traps. I said, well, for now. Go for Secure Guard now. Activate Invocation. Invocation. Banish. And bring out Macabre. Invocation effect. Grab back Alistair. Shuffle that back. Summon out Maximus. And this is like the SpongeBob meme where it's like, when are you going to learn your lesson, old man? And it's like, stop summoning Maximus. You're helping me more than yourself. Like, you're literally, it's like Maximusing the mirror over and over again. Like, you side this card out against the mirror. What do you think you should do against this deck? Not use it. Pop Makaba. Apcolin's gonna grab Schism, discard Alistair. So it's a pretty easy read on the other Alistair. Then they set. End phase, Ash. So Ash will go summon Ecclesia. Then Ecclesia effect to go Surge. So Ecclesia grabs Punishment. So I have an easy read on Alistair and Knight. And I know Punishment. Because why would they search Punishment there instead of Knight? Unless if they had one. So easy reads on most of these besides Invocation. And then I'm going to get my effect to go set. So go set the Branded Fusion. Draw Tragedy. Then go main phase. So I go Schism, Alistair, Punishment, Knight. I don't even have those cards. I have DB hacks. Yeah, I mean, all pretty easy reads. Activate the Branded Fusion. They're going to chain Schism there. So Schism will be able to go ahead, banish, go for Winda, and then dump, summon out, and then Tragedy effect to go search for Adlib. I can't use this because it's special summons and I already did my special summon. So then I normal summon out Jester effect, then go search out the Branded in Red, go battle phase, beat over Ecclesia, attack Winda, they drop Alistair, and then here in my head, I'm like, okay, if they dropped Alistair, they probably have another Alistair type card. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about Invocation. I was like, okay, it's probably Alistair, Meltdown, but also Invocation makes sense. And then I jokingly go ahead and say Dasher. I was like, come on, Dasher is the last card. Please, imagine. And then main phase 2, Nadir Servant, dump Ash, grab Ecclesia. And then Ecclesia later on will be able to grab Punishment, and the Ash will be able to grab Knight. And I set 2. So that way I don't have to discard. Probably should have set another Branded in Red, just because it plays around like Makaba better. Then they draw Fusion Destiny. Look at they said, realize you look like Justin Bieber. Said women do take interest in both of us. Hey, bro. People like think that's like a hate thing. Like, oh, you look like Justin Bieber. You know, it's just because I haven't got a haircut. At the same time, like, hey, I'd rather say I look like that, or like him, than like crackhead or something. So, what are the sets? Probably Punishment Droplet, maybe Branded Treat. Oh wait, I tried getting them here. Possibly Mind Goblin. It's like, please ask what it is. Activate Invocation. Invocation, banish Elder, banish Alistair, summon out Makaba, Invocation effect, grab back Alistair from the banished. Then they're going to activate Knight, but they're under Winda, so they can't. Sometimes I forget floodgates go both ways. I thought about using Branded in Red when I said think on res, because I could like Branded in Red, summon out, and pop the Makaba and Maximus. That way they can't Maximus affect me. Because at this point I don't really have that much good things to send. Like, I don't really want to be sending my extra deck, but I have free cards in the extra deck I can send. So, like, it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, it'd just be like a normal deck sending 2 cards that they don't ever use. Activate Branded in Red. This goes through. Yeah, because they have Fusion Destiny. I don't want to get rid of Fusion Destiny. So get rid of this. I definitely should have set both Branded in Red, though. Summon out Guardian Chimera. Then I'm going to activate the effects. So Tragedy, go search out. And then Guardian to draw 2, pop Makaba. I draw Valor, Prosperity. Main phase 2, Maximus, chain Valor. Just because I don't want them, like, sending Elder off of that. Elder get a free pop. I probably should just let it go through, though. Probably should just let it go through because it doesn't even matter. Yeah, and I could just save Valor for future. Then draw Fusion Destiny. Hey, we both have Fusion Destiny. Look how many cards I have in hand. Window, carry me, please. Normal summon Fallen of Albaz. Effect, try to super poly. They have to chain Knight to stop this, otherwise I just get rid of Window and I summon out Mirror Jade, and Mirror Jade's insane. We've already gone over that. And then Fusion Destiny. So Fusion Destiny, dump Celestial, dump Dasher, summon Enforcer. Then I go ahead, switch Guardian to attack. Battle phase. I thought about doing this in a different order, where like I Guardian beat over like Maximus, and then I Enforcer attack Winda, and then if they drop Alistair, like that's fine. So I probably should have just done that. Then I Enforcer effect to pop. It's going to pop itself in Maximus. Enforcer Graveyard effect. Main phase 2, Prosperity. I didn't do this in main phase because nothing I hit off this would have changed my play, so I may as well get extra damage out of it. Banish 3. Then look at the top 3. Go ahead, get a branded opening there. Like all of those hits were pretty bad. I didn't really want to see engine cards there. I want to see like hand traps, but fair enough. Pass. Draw Dasher. Hey, now they have Dasher in hand. Standby phase. Enforcer comes out. Now they go main phase, summon Alistair, Alistair effect, go search Invocation. Definitely thought they had Macabre in their deck, by the way. Or not Macabre, Construct. But by the way they played like this entire match, like both these matches, it just doesn't seem like they play Construct. Activate Invocation. So Invocation, banish Alistair, banish Ash, summon out Agos, and then Agos effect, pop, which is like, fine, cool, you popped Hero, nice. It's even popped anyways. If you chain the effect in response to Meltdown, then you're done. It was very, very bad. Because you would have played yourself extremely hard. Now, Agos effect, banish Macabre, gain 2,500 attack, activate Fusion Destiny. I'm like, okay. They're getting some free cards here, but I also got a lot of free cards. And my engine is just better than theirs. Once my engine starts popping off, my engine is 10 times better than theirs. Like, I don't know. Deck is not that good. Shout out to Joe. Then they're going to go battle phase, start a battle phase, activate Branded in red, add back Jester, and then I'm going to get rid of those, go for Lullaby. And then I'll be activating Lullaby and Adlib. So get the special summon this back out. And then put back 2. I was thinking very hard here. At this point, you can see that the match is very long. And I was not expecting to play a long match. So go ahead, put back. Bring out Mirror Jade. And then they're going to Agos, attack Mirror Jade. And also, I could have used this to search, which I probably should have. Tried to search off of that. Use the effect, dump, they're going to Enforcer pop, but I'm going to get a body anyways, like they're going to have to pop a fusion. And then Enforcer effect, that's going to get banished. Jester will summon itself back out. Jester effect, negate Knight, and then they're going to beat over Jester. Main phase 2, set punishment, pass, draw Jester, which is a horrible draw. Horrible draw, because this is my last Despia card in deck. And then Enforcer comes out. Now here I'm going to activate the Branded Fusion. So Branded Fusion will now go ahead, send Fallen of Albaz and Jester, bring out Lullaby effect, discard, and that's going to bring out Masquerade. Masquerade is like one of the bad ones, so you won't see these cards that often, like Masquerade, or the other one. I don't remember the other one's name. It has a weird name. I called it something weird too, but it makes all the monsters on field, besides like your fusions, go to 0 attack, so it's like how you go for game in some scenarios. But this one says while you control this fusion summon card, your opponent must pay 600 to activate cards or effects. So pretty much, there's like a lot of scenarios where you can get your opponent down to where they can only activate one card. There's like some combo lines to get there. So you can summon this, and then like your opponent just can't play, which is cool. And then you can special summon it back out from the graveyard if your opponent has literally like anything, but you can't get the burn if you summon it back from the graveyard. Just something that you want to remember. This has to be fusion summon. Switch to attack, battle phase. I attack Knight. They activate punishment, target, and I'm like, just to make sure you're targeting Enforcer, right? Because I targeted this and then switched to that, and I was like, you're targeting that. So it doesn't matter, I lose here. Yeah. GG. And I was like, cool. They admit defeat. I don't have to like think about this. Also, look at that. Look at that PayPal. The grinder of DB. Woo. It's like public email anyways, but Yep, GG's. So I end up winning $20 with a deck that I barely knew how to play. I definitely should not have been money matching with this deck. But content. Even if I lose, I upload it. It's fair enough. Yeah. I want to start money matching for a little bit more money, so that way I can like put in the titles, because like $10 money matches aren't really anything like special. So I'll probably end up money matching for more, but I want a money match versus like other YouTubers. I think that'd be cool. I don't know if anyone would be down to money match against me though. So I'd want to do like $100 a match just to make it like interesting for the title, and then like, you know, I get content out of it, and like they get a shout out of it. So like it help both of us, but who knows? I don't know if any other YouTuber would be down, like bigger YouTuber I should say. No offense to the little guys, no offense to them, but like I don't know, if I collab with someone that only has like 2,000 subscribers, then I'm not really gonna get anything out of it, and I'm putting like $100 up for risk, so that way I can like get the views from the other person's channel, which is why you need someone bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of them would be down. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these YouTubers out here that do Yu-Gi-Oh, they're not really competitive. They're kind of there to make content. I'm here for competitiveness and content. So I don't know if they'd be willing to put $100 up for it, but who knows? Maybe one of them will hear about this, what I'm saying right now, you know, calling them out. I don't know who exactly. Just everyone in general calling out just because I want to play against someone for money. It wouldn't be with this deck though. It'd be like current format, so you wouldn't have to like worry about learning these cards. I'm very versatile. I can play a lot of decks. I'd be down to do a run back too, so that way I can win $200 and get a video out of it. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.